Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Saturday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about Vanderpump Rules because last night James made an announcement. Well, it was actually yesterday afternoon, and he's like, hey guys, surprise, everybody come see me at Vanderpump Rules. So at that point, or at TomTom, because we're filming Vanderpump Rules, at that point, I knew it wasn't just going to be him, but we have video footage of all the cast members who were involved in this. Plus, we have pregnancy rumors being addressed. Like, this is wild. The Vanderpump Rules, like, just the era of it has grown so far past just it's wild. It's almost like Kardashian. It's not Kardashian level, but it's like you either love them or you hate them. You don't care, but you're still talking about them. Let's get into it with the YouTube stuff. Smash all the like buttons, do all the notifications and whatnot. Get subscribed, and let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so we're back to talk about this pregnancy rumor situation, which, I mean, I guess when you're in the spotlight, anything that you put out there is going to be picked up on. It was almost like when I used to cover 90 Day Fiancé. Like, I stopped covering it because it got boring, only because the TLC fans, the 90 Day fans, were so good at what they did that we knew everything before anybody could even make an announcement. Well, the same thing goes for the Bravo fans. It might just not be, I mean, it's pretty intense. Maybe just not at the same level. This is what's being talked about, I'm sure, much to your surprise. Ariana Madix's friend addresses pregnancy rumor after ultrasound pics are spotted in the background of her birthday video. Plus, she comments on Ariana's new man, Daniel Wai. You guys remember the birthday video where everybody was like, how could Ariana have her birthday at her house? And I was like, that hood on that stove does not look like, that backyard doesn't look like her. None of this looks like it's at her house. What are we talking about? And then, you know, I started seeing a few more things. And then finally I went on Google and I Googled Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix's new house because I knew there would be images from years ago. And it showed their kitchen and it just confirmed exactly what I knew. That was not Ariana's house. Okay. Ariana Madix was targeted with a bizarre rumor on Reddit earlier this week after a series of ultrasound photos were spotted in the background of a video shared by Dana Cathan. That damn Dana. Okay. After celebrating her birthday with a meal cooked for her by her new boo, Daniel Wai, Redditors wondered if the Vanderpump Rules cast member was expecting, which prompted one of her friends to speak out on Sheena Shea's podcast. I mean, can you imagine, like, oh, we're throwing a birthday. You can't even have a birthday party at this point because it's like, oh, we're having a birthday party. Oh my God, hide the ultrasound pictures right now, please. Hide them. Make sure that we all hide them. We don't want this. We don't want this drama. We don't want none of this stuff, right? I mean, that's kind of what it feels like it would be like. But what do I know? I mean, I want to play actually, before I get into it, I want to play Sheena's Shenanigans episode to get her take on it.
Weekend was fun. We were all with Ariana and her boo Dan for her birthday.
I love him.
I'm obsessed with him.
He's so sweet.
Okay, let's give Dan a little moment on Shenanigans.
They came over to my house Sunday and he made like the most delicious meal that's ever been cooked in my kitchen by far. Yeah. But like the food was so good that if it was at a restaurant in like a foreign city, I would like make a point to go back to that city to eat there. He was like, hey, if I sent you all of the ingredients and everything I'm making, do you think you could like print it off at your house and we could make a menu? And then I printed it off and I gave it to Dan and I was like, here, you can give this. He's like, oh no, you like made it. You give it to her. And I was like, I would have never thought to like print a menu of everything. I was like, you need to get the credit for this. Like, this is a really sweet thing you're doing. From Ariana, when everything first happened, to now see like a couple months later, this like fantastic guy literally feeding her the best food ever, and to see her actually happy, like it just was really, really sweet. And he texted us the next day and was like, thanks for letting us, you know, he was like so grateful that we just gave him our kitchen. And I'm like, you can come over and cook like that whenever you want. Like,
I told Brock, I said, just so you know, you have some competition in the kitchen this week.
I love that. Okay, so then we really like the guy, and that's so nice too, because I know that everybody says, as much as they don't like Tom Sandoval right now, everybody says that there were some really great qualities about him before we found out about the affair. And I know that there was some part of him that loved Ariana, but obviously not enough to where you're going to have the affair in the first place. So it's really great to see her not only winning with all of the sponsorships and the brand, like business wise, she's thriving, which is amazing. But eventually, this will fizzle out, like all things. Like this is at the height right now. And slowly it'll come back down. And then those deals will become a little bit like they'll become less and less and less, unless something else just, wild comes out. But what's important is finding somebody who actually respects the hell out of you. However, we started off really good with Tom Sandoval too. So you just really never know. You got to keep your eye on these things. Let's keep going. All right. So they were talking about being at the house in the kitchen. And after Janet's husband, Jason Caperna, came across the Reddit drama, there was drama on Reddit. And get this, okay? This is what it said. There was a Reddit rumor. Janet said that the ultrasound photos seen behind Ariana and Daniel and Dana's post belonged to her. We were at my house in my kitchen and people were taking pictures of Dan cooking and Ariana and Dan kind of together. Okay. There was specifically one that Dana posted of them like hugging in the kitchen. I think it was after she saw the menu and Reddit zoomed in on my fridge where I have all my ultrasound photos and they're trying to like leave an Easter egg. Okay. After Janet's husband, Jason, came across the Reddit drama, he told her about it. He's like, oh my God, read these comments. Everyone is looking at our ultrasound photos and thinking it's at Ariana's house or something. I was like, people know what her kitchen looks like. Then after Sheena suggested that people may have assumed Ariana had moved out of her shared home with ex-boyfriend Tom Sandoval, Janet confirmed there was no truth to the bizarre rumor. I hate to break it to all of my fellow Redditors, but those were my ultrasound photos, not Ariana's. They just happened to be cooking and kissing in front of them. Hey, Janet, we appreciate you clearing this up. You know what else I was really happy to see? I can't put on the sound on some of these, but I can at least play them. There were some really good ones. Let me play this one first. Like you could see last night they were all at Tom Tom. Lala's on the table. She's dancing, which looked like a lot of fun. Bravo and Cocktails shared this. You see Ariana. Ariana's having a great time. Then you see everybody screaming. Okay. So then I was sitting there watching this and I'm like, oh, wow, like Ariana's for damn sure having a good time. Like, what's going on over here? And then I was like, I wonder if Lisa Vanderpump showed up. Well, of course, Lisa Vanderpump's going to show up. Vanderpump Rules Party podcast caught this one and I love it. They were playing Dancing Queen. That's why I can't play the audio for this as well. But you could see. This one's at Pump, though. So she must have done what she always does, which is go from Pump to Tom Tom. Actually, probably Sir to Pump to Tom Tom, because really, Pump is about to close any minute now. All right, guys, I don't want to just give you this information and not ask what you think. First of all, the speculation and the pregnancy rumors to me were wild, but at least we could put this to bed. I did receive a couple DMs and they were in my message requests on Instagram. And I was like, why the hell are people asking me if Ariana is pregnant? I just thought it was the most wild thing. So then I was talking to Jason about it and he's like, there has to be a reason. So I started looking into it and I was like, oh. But if you're not as into the drama and you just hear this, then there's so many people who are just going to run with this and be like, oh my God, Ariana's not hurting anymore. She has a new man who cooked for her crab and got her pregnant. That's not the case. So I'm happy we could debunk this. Go ahead and comment below. Happy Saturday, everyone. Don't forget that we will be back on Monday for Hot Messy Topic, and our members only morning meetings start next week. So get ready for it. I love you guys. Have a safe and beautiful weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.